Oh, sleep awake. I like this game.
We're in Topanga Canyon, Southern California, at an old friend's studio here, assembling the album experience, the soundtrack for the game Sleep Awake. I'm Robin Fink, co-founder and co-creative director at Eyes Out. I'm also composer of the music for the game.
And he's in 9 Inch Nails.
Assembling the album. I've never done this before. My greatest creative challenge here is to create a listening experience that lives outside of the gameplay.
It's asking a lot. The high, yeah, but not one. You're not down by them. Even shorter. Yeah,
but still retains a vibe and a flow of traveling through these narrative realms. All of these things relate to one another. It's a bit of a feedback loop, I think.
Oh, burning.
Yo, what is happening to my internet right now?
Sun needs guitar.
Is there a part? Do you know how to play it?
No, but
What? Why is this happening? My internet is fine. YouTube, you dirtball.
it hasn't stopped me before.
What the fuck, YouTube?
All of these things relate to one another. It's a bit of a feedback loop, I think.
Oh, Burning Sun needs guitar.
Is there a part? Do you know how to play it?
No, but
It hasn't stopped me
Burning
before.
Sun.
Let's take 5, and then we'll either come back and I'll start dealing with this, or we'll find some other piece of music to ruin.
I gotta eat my breakfast, chap. I just barely got here.
Is key to successful record production.
I've scratched into every dark corner of music created for the game. It's panic-inducing and it's blissful. It's calculated and it's reckless. It's the sound of support through several years of game development in a world without sleep. And it's been my life.
This next title is from 17-Bit, a Kyoto-based
I feel like that was
studio
kind of a weird
known
way to
for some
start, 'cause
all-time
they didn't
classic
explain the
award-winning
game, really?
indies. Skulls of the
That
Shogun,
game is cool, though.
Galaxy.
And Robin
Shortly, though,
Vincent,
they're
9
soon
Inch
to be
Nails.
known for their newest entry, the eagerly awaited physics-based dungeon brawler, Awaysis.
I'm Jake Kazoff from 17-Bit, an international ragtag crew of developers here in Kyoto, Japan. I'm the creator and director of Awaysis, a revolutionary new take on physics-based, 1-to-4 player, next-gen dungeon brawling. Awaysis is set on a mysterious floating island high in the sky that has provided water to the planet below for as long as anyone can remember, but now it is stopped. And our scrappy crew of goofball misfits is trying to find out why.
Cute.
Explore deep caves, windy,
love
overgrown
these
sky
little
gardens,
guys.
and exotic elemental temples. This game is all about bringing people together. Couch co-op and versus, as well as
Oh,
online.
dude.
The more players are present, the
This is a
crazier
stream
things
right
get.
here.
You'll go on 15 to 20 minute missions, alone
Oh,
or with your
perfect.
gang, finding rare loot and powering it back up in town with your hard-earned cash. Or you can jump into Fight Party, a cuckoo collection of PvP combat modes like Deathmatch, King of the Hill, and Brawly Ball.
Brawly Ball?
The best video games, to me, are the ones that really celebrate the essence of play. Play is constantly being delighted with new problems to organically solve at a moment-to-moment basis and adapting to the situation. I'm a lifelong snowboarder, and I love what good physics brings to video games. Constantly paying attention to your weight, your speed, your momentum, and inertia, and through this, the sheer joy of the interaction with the world around you. And although this is a combat game at its heart, the interaction with the space is something we have worked very hard to make as pleasurable as possible. Lots of games have physics on props and the world around them, but rarely on the characters themselves. What really sets our game apart from these other physics-based titles is the hybrid nature of how we approach movement and interaction for the player. We didn't just simulate physics, we really redefined it for action video games. Our world blends real physics with hand-authored animations, giving the game a physicality that just feels alive and yet reactive. It's heavy, physical, and meaningful. This is not a button masher. The best games really bring people together, but they also drive us apart. Friendly competition is the best kind of competition. Awaysis is big on what in direct competition with your friends or your family. It takes a dedicated moment to safely stash a treasure away, so you're fair game until it's in your pocket. We were incredibly fortunate to work with one of my favorite artists, Satoshi Matsuda.
Oh my god, really?
This is charming, sick. Whimsical, utterly unique designs that have obvious roots to the traditional Japanese RPGs, but with a style all their own. French artist Alexandre Dubois stepped up and blew us away with his incredible environment designs. His whimsy perfectly matches Matsuro-san's, and his design skill is unparalleled. It's been a dream to work with a legend like Hip Tanaka. He's only about a generation older than me, but he is the sound of my childhood. I grew up playing Nintendo every day, hours and hours, playing Balloon Fight with my brother, being completely enveloped in Kid Icarus, completely lost in the world of Metroid.
Sick,
so many hours, so deep in these worlds, his DNA is in my love of video games. We made Awaysis to create a truly next-gen dungeon brawler, unlike anything seen before. This is the game I've always wanted to play, featuring the adventure and response of classic action games combined with a cutting-edge approach to bringing physics and weight to the player experience like never before. See the difference for yourself. Try the demo in the ID at Xbox Indie Selects Demo Fest and wishlist us now on Steam to play the full demo soon.
Cute.
Are you looking for a dreamy, surrealistic, waking nightmare with a hint of Hellraiser?
You know I am.
We've got you covered. It hails from Eldamar Studio in Calgary, and as a very cool twist of fate, they began as a web shop for photo effects. You're about to see how that experience has come to influence their latest endeavor.
You really need a guy going world premiere. It's pretty good so far. This is the third thing. Okay.
The brain is wider than the sky.
It's a good line.
Walls no bounds define. The brain is deeper than the sea. A darkness you can't flee.
The guy really Pennywised up to us. Puzzle box.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. You're lost in a lucid dream.
Huh. Lucid
Hi,
Falls.
I'm Yuri from Eldamar Studio, and I'm excited to finally share Lucid Falls. A self-published psychological horror adventure with deeply immersive atmosphere and cinematic
I don't know why the
visuals.
sea was red.
One of the main ideas behind Lucid Falls is gravity
Those are some
shifting.
real looking rocks.
Gravity doesn't follow the rules. Sometimes you'll need to turn the world itself to reach places that don't seem possible. Game is built around atmosphere, emotion, and tension.
Interesting.
Thanks for
Can you
watching.
kill this thing, or
and
does it
thanks
just
to
slow it
Devs
down?
team for the invite.
Oh, did I get a bug
Role
bite?
playing, beat matching marvel. It's from Lichtund. They're based in Poland, home of pierogies and my great grandparents.
Ready to rock?
Hi, I'm Bartek. I am the creative director at Lichtund.
And I'm Rafał, and I run the company as well.
And we're here to talk about RockBeasts, our new game. And it's, how we say it, role-playing?
Story-driven role-playing management game.
You can say that part, okay? In RockBeasts, you're in the shoes of a manager, taking your band on a roller coaster ride to stardom in the 90s, in the time of bad haircuts, MTV, and raging capitalism.
Okay, fine. Whatever. I'll pay. This enough?
Yeah, I guess it'll do. So, when do you want to play?
So I was thinking this Saturday.
You manage a band, plan their gigs, pick venues, sell tickets, and then you deal with the ungrateful little shits who are supposed to be your talent. Like all artists, they need constant reassurance, adoration, and managing their self-destructive tendencies. Assuming all goes well, you do this again and again, and the little shits get somewhat better. And eventually, you get to play in the big leagues. You negotiate, sign deals, get awesome gear, record new songs, celebrate, and wake up with a massive hangover. Because success doesn't mean happiness. People are complicated that way, and your choices shape their fates and show you who you truly are.
So RockBeasts is coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and X, and Nintendo Switch.
And Nintendo Switch 2.
As well.
And PS Vita 2 as well.
I think that it will be a lot of editing of our material.
RockBeasts. It does look a lot like
One
the
of my
old
favorite
MTV
subgenres of games is the
stuff.
first-person puzzle game built entirely around a unique game mechanic.
Okay.
Titles like Superliminal, Maquette, and Viewfinder have found great success in taking new and innovative game mechanics and stretching them across a series of increasingly complex puzzles, tied together by an interesting story. Our next title, Stretchmancer, seems to take a similar approach and run with it, dropping players into a squishy, squashy, stretchy world full of expertly designed puzzles that's better seen than explained.
Hi, I'm Adam from Triangle
Let me
Wave.
explain
We are
this.
making Stretchmancer, a first-person puzzler where you can stretch the whole dang world. We're so excited to show you the game in action and to announce that it will be published by Off-Brand Games.
Dang, another decade in the slammer, courtesy of the Empress. But these Claustro goons have got no idea they've got a Stretchmancer on board. Remember to stretch, Chief.
I like this little voice.
In Stretchmancer, you play as, well, the Stretchmancer, squashing and stretching your way through brain-bending puzzles as you attempt to save the galaxy from the evil Claustro Empire.
Stretch.
Your right hand gives you the push stretch, perfect for sneaking into small spaces, while your left hand gives you the pull stretch, essential for crossing huge gaps and getting up high.
Expanded and commanded, Chief.
I wonder if
here
this...
in no time.
We've created a unique world stretching
Watching
engine
someone
that
play
allows
this
you to combine your
is,
stretches to
like,
solve
wild
complex
looking.
puzzles.
What?
Or pull off unexpected acrobatics.
That's fun.
We're currently prototyping all sorts of weird and wacky mechanics to work alongside stretching.
Target lost. Concentrate on. Tell my husband I love him.
These include good old water, which fills
Good
the
old
changing
water.
shape of the level.
That's cool.
Stretchmancer started out as 3 friends making a tiny game for the Ludum Dare Game Jam. But amazingly,
Ludum Dare,
we won
nice.
the jam and just love seeing people get so into the concept. It's now been so fun expanding this concept into a fully fledged game. get ready to meet lots of weird little guys like your nervous sidekick Walt.
Keep on stretching, Chief. I can smell
Oh my
the
god,
next
level
laser
creator?
beam.
Yeah, that would be great.
Stretchmancer, watch out!
Not only that, but as you escape the Empire's clutches, you'll be nodding along to a bodaciously original soundtrack inspired by your favorite cartoon theme tunes.
Foolish Agora rebels, you always said you wanted space.
So get ready to stretch the world and save the galaxy in Stretchmancer.
And why not drop us a wish list too, Chief? It really helps us out.
But don't you dare join the Stretchmancer Discord. You'll see all our secrets.
Okay.
You'll never make it past our squeezing edge trap technology.
Spacious and capacious, Chief.
Cute.
We'll be out of here in no time.
Stretchmancer, watch out!
Stretchmancer. This is a cute one.
Remember to stretch, Chief.
Look at those little shorts.
This next world premiere has the most amazing title. It's from Devolver, who we all know, and a trio of human devs called Deconstruct Team, who've made a slew of games, including, let me check my notes, Many Nights a Whisper, The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, Essays on Empathy, and a few others, also with great titles.
Oh. Whoa, crazy look. Most people resort to therapy? You know I'm into these synth pads. Or synth swells, I mean. Whoa. Virtue and a sledgehammer?
Hi everyone, we are the Construct team. You might remember us from the Red Strings Club and the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. For a new game, we partnered with our friends at Silky Harbor to explore more ambitious ideas and designs. By combining our skills with Silky Harbor's, we've been pushing our creativity in new ways, which has led to Virtue and a Sledgehammer.
Virtue and a Sledgehammer is a game about realizing you don't belong in the place you grew up anymore. At its heart, it's a narrative experience. We explore this idea in an exaggerated way, with robots and a sledgehammer, all set up in a creepy ghost town.
In Virtue and a Sledgehammer, you'll make your way through your hometown by literally breaking it apart, uncovering your memories from your past. We put a lot of care into building a highly reactive destruction system that responds to your hammer and to anything you send flying.
But it's not all chaos. There are moments of quiet. You get to know the cast through sequences of interactive fiction presented in a cinematic style. We can't wait for you to uncover all the things we've hidden there. Make sure you wishlist the game and follow us for more news.
Yeah, indie Red Faction Gorilla is right. For real. Red Faction Gorilla with feeling.
Our next title might make you hungry. This charming game comes to us from Timberline Studio, based out of Los Angeles with team members all around the world.
I've heard of
It
Los
blends
Angeles.
elements of cozy and crunchy game design in a way that really gets my appetite going. Enjoy hearing all about your next culinary and questing adventure in Beastro. Like Bistro,
Beastro.
but beast. Get it?
That's
Right? You got
funny.
it.
Hi there, I'm Lindsay, co-founder and writer over here at Timberline
Hi,
Studio.
Lindsay.
Our small team is based in a few places around the world. In fact, they're all here too. Timberline Studio is all about creating vibrant worlds and tying together unexpected genres. We also tend to toss in a few animals. I blame my biology degree for that. You might know us from the dog sledding game The Red Lantern, but today we're excited to be part of Day of the Devs so we can share more details about our next title, Beastro. Beastro takes place in a cozy fantasy world where not all heroes wield swords. In fact, in this game, you'll wield the spoon. We like to call it a crunchy, cozy deck-building adventure. And what I mean by that is, it's cozy at its heart. You manage a town-to-table restaurant where you farm, gather, and fish up your ingredients to support these heroes that come to your town. They're called the caretakers. And by cooking and doing all of those cozy elements, you are supporting the crunchier bits of the game.
I do like the genre
and deck building battles.
of
Every day,
the town
you'll move
outside of a
between these
dungeon
two
and
modes,
NPC
giving you a
heroes
nice
come.
balance of prep and execution.
Oh, this is fun.
You'll play as Penko, a
Shadow
young chef
puppets?
who has taken over the restaurant in the peaceful haven of Palo Pori. But beyond the village's
Sophia's
protective
gonna be
walls,
crazy
ravenous
with this.
monsters from another realm have invaded. Soon, outsiders descend upon your restaurant looking for a meal to help them fight back against the invaders.
Dungeon
You'll team up
Village.
with the fire god Flambe, and she'll provide the flame for your food. We wanted to explore the idea that even heroes need support if they're to succeed. By cooking with Flambe, you're able to unlock flavor magic for the caretakers that visit the restaurant. As bonds form and past wrongs are forgiven, you'll find that to save the world, it's best if you don't go it alone.
Bonds.
Cooking is key in Beastro, and each meal you prepare shapes your caretaker's abilities and provides them with the health they need. Every ingredient unlocks a magical flavor card that you'll use in battles, many with their own special effects. Do you
Yeah,
cook
if we
something
were-
that can
if we
heal
were
your
counting how
caretaker,
many times
or maybe
people said
something that can
cozy
put
this
your
year,
enemy
that
to
would be a
sleep? And once you've fed your caretakers, they'll head off into the wilds. Upon their return, they'll tell you all about it by regaling you with their tale in the form of a puppet show.
That's so cool.
In this puppet show, you'll engage in card battles inspired by classic trick-taking mechanics. Match the monster's
I love
flavor to
classic
overpower
trick-taking
them, or use
mechanics.
balancing cards to turn their attacks back on them. It's all about
Like
flavor
hearts.
here in Beastro.
Hearts is
Every
one of my
monster and
favorite games,
caretaker is
chat.
built around it. Bitter, salty, sour, sweet, or umami. And like the
Umami.
caretakers, the monsters also have abilities.
Unagi.
Like this bog piper here can blow your cards right off the stage. Or Flamatito can burn your cards, having their power.
Ooh.
Earn new ingredients as
I
you defeat the
love
various
this
creatures you encounter
puppet
and
show,
unlock their abilities for the caretaker.
like,
You
vibe.
give them a
This is
taste
so
of that.
cool.
As we designed the characters and monsters, we took inspiration from combinations of animals in the real world and asked ourselves, can we make this charmingly weird? We can't wait for you to meet the caretakers and to explore the world of Palo Pori. And today, we're very excited because we're announcing that the demo for Beastro is now available.
Oh, nice.
Thank you so much for watching, and we're thrilled to be a part of Day of the Devs. But we got to get back to cooking, because no one can save the world or make a game on an empty stomach. Bye.
Cute. This game is cool. Demo now.
If you enjoyed Ringu, Audition, or basically anything Takashi Miike has ever made, boy
I
oh
have
boy,
enjoyed those,
do we have
John.
a world premiere for you. It's from Historia, they're based in Japan, and if you enjoyed the Caligula Effect games, cool, this one is so much creepier.
こんにちは。本作のプロデューサーの河合です。今回、ザ・ゲームアワードの Day of the Devs でこのアンミーを発表できることを嬉しく思います。本作は様々な人間の魂を心に宿した少女が精神の迷宮
All
からの
girls
脱出を目指
harbor
す不
multiple
思議な
human
ゲームで
souls
す。
within them.
今日はその魅力の一端を皆さんにお見せしたいと思います。
I'm in.
Ooh. 仕方ないじゃん。思い出せないんだから。一時的な記憶喪失だと思います。
Oh, that was
こんにちは、
creepy.
ディレクターの佐々木です。皆さんには何か怖いもの、苦手なものはありますか？高い場所が怖い、狭い空間が怖い、先生や上司が怖い。他人にとっては何でもないことが自分にとっては本能的に
I
怖い。
guess it's these things, because I'm afraid of these things. These creepy nurses, dude, what
本
the
作はそ
fuck?
んな人によって異なる不安、 をテーマにしています。少女の中には4つの魂が宿っていて、そのうち1つが表層に現れプレイヤーが操作しますが、それらはプレイ中に意図せずにどんどん切り替わってしまいます。
とにかくイライラしてそれどころじゃないんだって。
そして探索中にはそれぞれの魂の不安なこと、怖いことが誇張され、次々と少女に襲いかかってきます。
Good heavens.
つまり魂が切り替わるとプレイヤーが体感する恐怖や不安も変化することとなります。プレイヤーはどの魂が表に出ているかを意識しながら不安を抱えつつ歩みを進めることとなるでしょう。
I have a friend who's afraid of sentient plants.
我々は何度も議論しました。
And one friend who's sexually
最終的に
attracted
我
to
々は
sentient
ジャンルにとらわれず、人間的や根源的に嫌なものをどう表現できるかを追い求めることにしました。
主人公が探検するのは奇妙で理不尽な精神の迷宮です。そして4つの魂をそれぞれ自分の体であると主張しています。ゲームの過程で一体誰が本物なのかというのを判断して、本物でないと判断した魂をプレイヤーの手で排除します。プレイヤーはこの判断を魂との対話を通して行っていくことになります。魂たちは分かりやすく明快な言葉を紡がないかもしれません。ただそれは生きているがゆえの逡巡、言いよどみ、嘘、ごまかしなどが存在するからです。もちろん突き詰めればフィクションではあるんですが、確かにこの魂が生きていると感じてもらえることを目指しています。一人また一人と減っていく魂、もしかしたらすでに本物は自分の手で消してしまったかもしれない。最後に残った一人は偽物かもしれない。それでもこのゲームにおける自分の決断は不可逆なのです。このゲームでしか救われない誰かを救うことができる。このゲームがそういう存在になればいいなと考えています。
今までのゲームになかった体験を提供できるように開発メンバー全員で試行錯誤しています。
That's interesting that you're erasing them and you can get the wrong one.
私が私であること、私が誰よりも分かってる。そんなことありえますか？さっさと他のやつを消せ。
Unmated. Oh. Oh shit. Elevator. That seems cool. Oh, that's fun.
This
I'm
next
into
title
that.
is from a solo developer
These are all
who
good
is
so
also
far.
a composer, a multi-instrumentalist, and a multimedia artist who's based in Sao Paulo.
Ah.
This is their first game. It was born from a postgraduate thesis entitled Sound Tridimensionality and Visual Tridimensionality from Vegetation Outlines. Need I say more? From Soundgrass Studio, revealing their first look at gameplay, this is Soundgrass.
Soundgrass. Okay. Okay. Soundgrass.
Hi, I'm Marcel. I'm the solo developer of Soundgrass, a game where your core gameplay mechanic is sound. It is a first-person exploration puzzle game set on a semi-open world planet. There are survival elements and a deep science fiction narrative to uncover. You find yourself on a planet where plants emit sound. Let's see how sound can become your gameplay. To be able to control and immerse yourself in sound, you have a sphere-like drone with many functions. You can change, for example, the point of listening to the sphere's location.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
You can also listen to the depth of a river by sound or find and resonate fracture points in structures.
That's cool.
The sphere has a sound mode, a light mode, and secondary functions. It can also be split up for advanced exploration and puzzle solving, and it's very fun to play around with. The sound implants react to light and sound, allowing you to manipulate the flora and the biome's soundscape. Because sound itself is the core gameplay, every new species, environment, or puzzle you discover introduces you to a different sound mechanic. These were some of the first uses of sound as your gameplay. They get progressively more complex and musical.
Crazy-ass
In the game, you can respond to your personal AI, leading to different endings to a narrative that debates life, death, consciousness, duality, and eternity, all from the perspective of music. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
I'm originally a musician and I learned game development just to make this game. For me, music is one of the most profound human experiences, and with Soundgrass I want people to learn, feel and experience music in new ways. I believe this also makes us see the world differently. Thank you, Day of the Devs. Follow Soundgrass Studio, wishlist Soundgrass and... Bye.
Okay,
Soundgrass,
so
dude.
I don't really know how to explain this next one. It's called The Dungeon Experience. It's made by Melbourne studio Bone Assembly. Beyond that, I don't know if I have words. See for yourself.
Bone
Hi,
Assembly.
I'm Jacob Janurka from the game studio Bone Assembly. We are the strongest collection of bones in the games industry.
That was a nice effect.
Oh my god, are you okay? Nasze kości są tak mocne, jak nasza pasja do tworzenia gier.
What? I think he's got that head injury thing where you can like suddenly speak a different language.
Oh. Oh. Jacob, you gotta stay with me. You gotta pick our game. Day of the Devs is a big deal. Oh, okay. Maybe I should do it? The Dungeon Experience is a first-person adventure game where you meet me, a low-level mud crab. Go ahead, pick me up, get to know me, explore my body. Oh, wow, you've got such firm hands, and you've got a grip, and they're well moisturized too. You have done this before, haven't you? You're a professional picker-upper, that's what you are. Oh, put me down, please. In the game, I run a high fantasy theme park adventure crossed with business seminar. Its purpose is to unlock the greatest loot of them all, financial freedom. Become successful, just like me. Afford any luxury items, such as crab lamp, crab rug, race car bed, crab clock, and crab phone. We put a lot of love into our game. We try to make small details like pressing a button feel good.
Oh, sorry, I should have been more specific. Not that button. Yes, these buttons. When you're ready, press my nipples to activate the mechanism. They are especially sensitive buttons. Please take care when pressing them. Don't push too quick.
Oh, Jesus. It's like Ren and Stimpy.
We also know how important first-person immersion is, so we invested a lot into full-body awareness tech. The game also has a large, unique, and interesting cast of characters to meet. Also, there's some other ones that make up the character list.
I've got some spicy fan
What is all this
fiction
hammering
from
happening?
Galaxy Pilot Starfighters! I'd love for you to read it.
Hey, can I pitch you this new business idea? I'm shopping.
The guy's just tied up in knots in the background.
If you liked any of that, please go wishlist the Dungeon Experience. Hey, are you still there? You want more for that wish list, don't you? I'll do anything. What if I let you eat me a little bit, huh? Maybe squeeze a little lemon? Dip me in some herb mayo? Go ahead. Mukbang me, adventurer. Mukbang me. My claws grow back. Don't worry. Oh my god, one wish list for one mukbang. Oh, why didn't I think of this before? It's all part of the experience. It's all a part of the
experience. Get excited for another world premiere. This one from Pasadena-based Funktronic Labs.
Pasadena?
These folks have numerous projects under their belts, especially in the world of VR, and their founders are indie superstars, having formerly worked on the Pixel Junk series at Q Games before they left to found their own studio. Artfully blending several genres and visual styles together, please behold Scramble Knights Royale. Scramble Knights Royale.
Now there's like carnival music happening outside? And the stream ended? The fuck?
Ramble
that was
Knights
super
Royale.
weird, Chet. Thank you, Blood, for the links. And Red Sky.
Hi everyone, my name is Eddie Lee. I'm the co-founder of Funktronic Labs. We are a studio based here in Los Angeles, California. You might know us from some cool VR titles such as Cosmic Trip, Fuji, and most recently the Light Brigade. But today
that was really
we
bizarre.
wanted to announce for the very first time ever the world premiere debut of our game, Scramble Knights Royale.
And now the whole length of this video is out? What happened? What's happening to YouTube? The live stream ended, but I was only like 30 seconds behind live. I just did that so it would buffer better. But now there's like 50
It's
minutes
a battle
of...
royale game with a classic
Yeah,
adventure
YouTube
game
fucked
twist.
up their premiere.
When you start off
That
each
sucks.
match in Scramble Knights Royale,
They haven't gotten
you
to
all
my
start
friend's
off on a
game
boat
yet.
with 30 to 40 other online players. But instead of the cliche
Anyway, all right, here
coming
we go.
down
We're
from
back
the
in it.
sky, you instead surf on a cute little turtle where you make your way
Cute
onto
turtles!
land.
I
And
love
when you start
turtles,
off on the
chat.
beach, you are essentially naked. You don't have any equipment, and it's up to you to find weapons, to loot dungeons, to solve puzzles, to fight bosses, acquire better gear. You can also upgrade your gear at the blacksmith, and you can also buy magical secondary
Battle Royale
abilities
Zelda.
at the shop
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
As the ring closes,
With like
other
a
online
clay
players who are
aesthetic?
on their own separate adventures all get kind of put together, and it turns into a intense PvP online combat experience. So the game itself might look cute and charming. We opted in for this cute clay aesthetic, but
Reminds
don't
me
be
of,
deceived. The game
Fat
itself
Princess
has
kinda?
a very, very deep level of combat. It's very easy to get into. It has this classic adventure fighting game feel, but also very, very difficult to master. You're able to do things like dodge, you can roll, shield, parry, combo attacks, lunging attacks, smash attacks, charge attacks. We want the player to just have a high
Link's
level of
Awakening
expressivity
remake.
and fight the way they want to fight.
Yeah, remember Fat Princess?
We have the
dude?
classic solo queue, but you can also squad up with your friends online and have dual queues. And you can also do local split screen, which means that you and your friends on a couch can play together on the same device against other online players as well. So Scramble Knights Royale is coming in 2026 to both PC and Xbox consoles, and we're having a closed playtest actually very, very, very soon. And to enter, all you need to do, come to our Steam page, click the Enter Playtest button, also wishlist the game while you're at it, and we'll notify you when we have our upcoming playtest. Don't be a chicken, sign up for the playtest, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, let's slow it down, chill it out. Our next title asks you to take in the vibes and appreciate the details. With their previous titles, Studio Mography Games is no stranger to action and tension. With their upcoming title, they show their versatility by gifting us a world defined by what you can see in the stillness. Enjoy this gaze into Mirria.
Hi, I'm Ethan Weiss. Mography is an indie studio based in Florida with team members and artists from all over the US and the UK. You may know us from our previous title, Jenny McClue, Detective Wu. We showed Jenny LeClue at Day of the Devs in San Francisco over 10 years ago.
I was gonna say, I met these guys at
launch
Indiecade,
as an
I
Apple
think?
Arcade inaugural title.
When they were showing
Since
Jenny
then,
LeClue.
we've been working on several new projects, and today we are thrilled to present the world premiere of our next game, Mirria. Mirria is an atmospheric, casual puzzle game. Players navigate a strange, cryptic world that blurs the line between dream and
This
reality.
one's weird for me. Usually artistic, like,
Using inspection
artsy
and
stuff
memory,
doesn't
players
trigger
will
my
uncover
phobia.
hidden anomalies between
I don't know why this
mirrored
one was.
An immersive experience with hauntingly gorgeous illustrations. Mirria is the vision of 3D artist and illustrator Carl Burton. Carl's art has been featured in the New York Times, the New Yorker, This American Life, and Serial Podcast, and his first game, Islands, Non-Places, was an Independent Games Festival finalist, and Mirria shares its
This
eerie
looks
beauty.
beautiful though.
Mirria reimagines the simplicity of Spot the Difference games with mysterious, handcrafted
Oh, cool.
environments.
So you're
Each
spotting the
area
difference
is
between the
replayable with
underwater.
unique solutions every time. Completing levels unlocks new biomes, each revealing a world steeped in quiet atmosphere and ambient mystery, all carried by a procedural soundscape that draws players deeper into these contemplative spaces.
That light was on, not flickering. Wow, you gotta be real close
It's
to
a game that
details.
invites players to explore quiet, cozy, yet uncanny fragments of reality in beautiful and unsettling spaces.
I'm unsettled. That one's off.
A demo for Mirria is available right now on Steam, so wish list, and keep an eye out for Mirria when it launches in 2026.
It's a cool concept. This game looks neat. For some reason, it's triggering my submechanophobia, which doesn't usually happen with artistic, like, graphic styles like that. Weird. It must be the sound design, too.
Coming up, a new title from Luckshot Games, a collection of developers distributed around the US, Germany, the Netherlands, and New Zealand, and creators of Sausage Sports Club. Their newest title takes steps away from floppy four-legged friend fights towards flippery frog-filled festivities. This is Big Hops.
Big Hops.
Hey, I'm Chris. I directed a game called Big Hops. It's about a little frog in a big world trying to get home. I want to tell you a little bit about the backstory. Back in the 20-teens, a lot of games were coming out focused on emergent design. Breath of the Wild, Spelunky, RimWorld, and I was really jealous.
Those games
As
are
a player, my favorite genre is 3D platformers, and it felt like everybody was too scared to make a game in this genre, and that was frustrating. So I just started building one myself. First, I picked a gimmick.
Oh yeah,
that I
this
thought would be a good
one.
base to
Yeah,
build
this
around.
is cute.
That's Hop's tongue. It's great for puzzles, swinging around, grabbing items, and even lockpicking. Next, we built a deep movement system that balances openness and constraints.
See, like,
so
this
your
doesn't
choices
bother
matter
me.
and exploration stays rewarding. You can climb, wall run,
Uh-oh, stamina.
ride minecarts,
Whoa.
and a lot more. There's even a few special parts of the game where gravity gets weird. Things got really exciting when we added veggies.
It usually does.
These are tools you can use anywhere, in any combination, to build paths through the world. As you find veggies, you can keep them in Hop's backpack for quick access no matter what you're doing.
Whoa.
When these three elements come together, they really become more than the sum of their parts. The result is a game that feels rich and deep, has surprising moments that are the result of your choices as a player, and the occasional feeling of brokenness that's rare in games but is really fun. It turns out the reason nobody makes this kind of game is that it's hard. And after 6 years in the mines, our team is ready to share what we found with you. I'm so excited to announce Big Hops is coming out January 12th, 2026.
Hey! A date reveal! Jan 12th, baby! This game looks really cool. That'll be a fun stream.
15 years ago, Adam Saltzman released Cannibalt and showed that small, retro-looking packages could have interesting and innovative ideas for a modern audience.
That's soon.
Now he's back
Yeah, that's
with
in
a new collection
a
of
month
retro-inspired titles created in Pico 8. CorgiSpace collects a year of original games full of new ideas, strange reveals, and unexpected delights.
No one else is gonna do it. Thanks, Blood.
My name is Adam Saltzman, and I'm a game designer and creative director. And for the last year or so, I've been working on a collection of new 8-bit games. It's called CorgiSpace because all the games have short legs on purpose.
Congratulations! The maniacs at Finji are sending a treasure trove of video games straight to your hard drive. Welcome to CorgiSpace! Don't you miss when games had tiny graphics and even sound? CorgiSpace, a collection of arcade games where the fun is endless.
For the last 15 years, I've been working on pretty massive indie games at Finji, including Overland, Night in the Woods, Tunic, and Usual June. But I used to make tiny games like Cannonball mostly on my own. And this year, I've been having a super good time getting back into that. When I started making little games again last fall, I was not thinking about making a collection. I just wanted to make some small games with easy controls and maybe a few surprises. The first one, Rat Dreams, is a Souls-like where instead of walking, you have to dodge roll everywhere, which shouldn't work, but totally does.
I kind of love that. You have to dodge roll everywhere.
Rat Dreams
Not that you
was
can really
so
tell,
fun to make, I just kept going. I made one called Dust Settlers, which is a Tetrisy game about terraforming planets. Then I made Skeleton Gelatin, which is a Metroidvania with no upgrades or even jumping.
Skeleton Gelatin.
There's
Spikes don't bother
Hypercargo,
you.
where you get this run-based upgrade arc, even though it's a falling block puzzle. There's also Dinosaur, which is a logic puzzle with these Zoosim mechanics, and Prince of Prussia is about stabbing Nazis, but in a fun new way.
Love it.
There's also Vampire vs. Pope Army, Bandit Accountancy,
Vampire versus Pope Army?
Dust Bunny, some exploding moles, a little mushroom farming, and a few grappling hooks.
Alright, CorgiSpace.
And no secrets. Basically, CorgiSpace is a year of games from
No
me
secrets.
to you. CorgiSpace is out now on Steam and itch.io, and I hope you have as much fun playing these games as I did making them.
Get out of meat space and
To
jump
my
in
knowledge.
to CorgiSpace, your new favorite collection of video games, available now.
Cool.
You might remember the 90s movie Face Off between Dante's Peak and Volcano, but weirdly,
remember that.
no one's ever made a Volcano game before. From the makers of the
Pineapple on
Invincible,
Pizza
which,
called?
by the way, has some of the best key art ever made for a game, comes an experience unlike anything we've ever played before.
Hi, I'm Michael Obwoy, Marketing and Business Development Manager here at Starward Industries, a studio based in Krakow, Poland. You might know us from The Invincible, a story-driven sci-fi adventure game inspired by the works of Stanisław Lem. Today, we want to show you something very different, yet strangely close to home. Into the Fire is our upcoming Cataclysm Extraction survival game set on a volcanic island moments before its total collapse.
I've seen it, felt it. This fierce anger, ruthless curse. And I didn't protect her. If she's alive, we've got a chance.
Hey, I'll find her.
Yo, cool. Propeller sled. Jessica! Oh yeah, this one. This game looks crazy.
Hi, my name is Michal Napora, and I'll be your guide today through the world of Into the Fire. There's no easy way in, no clear direction. You can already feel how unstable everything is.
This game feels stressful already.
Sometimes going inside can be safer, at least for a moment. We face a massive blaze. We can use our primary weapon, the water hose, or switch to something heavier, like the extinguisher shotgun.
Extinguisher shotgun?
We also have water bombs. They're extremely useful when you need to create a temporary safe path through fire without draining your water tank. The shouting mechanic becomes critical. Each shout gives you a clue about where to go next. But the longer we stay, the worse it gets, which means that the fire spreads faster. The time is really against you.
This is crazy. Oh!
Once again, the world reacts dynamically. Paths can be created and vanished in seconds. Exploration, however, has its rewards. Here, we just found another foam grenade. Good, because we were running low. After searching through the ruins, we locate a survivor.
I want to live. Please.
Now we need to get her out safely.
What happens if you find multiple survivors?
Of course, when everything seems to finally go smoothly, the fire demons appear.
Fire demons?
Oh, fuck!
They're part of the world's mystery, shaped by the island's mythology.
Oh!
This is just a glimpse of what's coming to
Boat
Into the
to the
Fire.
face.
In the early access release
Classic.
planned for the first half of 2026, you will explore new volcanic regions, meet the survivors in the old station hub, and uncover myths hidden beneath the ash. We invite you to join our Discord server, where you will soon be able to take
her
part
name
in the playtest
Angelica?
and help us shape the final game before its release.
Angelica!
Seeking salvation. Step toward it. Walk into the fire. Into the fire.
Are you a dog person?
Yes.
Well, after playing our next title, you might just be converted. This creative, cuddly collaboration comes from a melding of two Australian studios, Studio Folly and Toot Games. Apart, they've made Gubbins and My Arms Are Longer Now. Together, they've made the delightful, adorable Dogpile.
Listen, I just think that maybe there's too many.
What do you mean?
I think there might be too many dogs. They're sort of everywhere. I think they might be disrupting the workflow.
Hi, I'm Darcy.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Jess.
And we make a team called
Foot. It is a collaboration
Foot.
between Studio Folly and my company, Toot Games.
We're based here in Melbourne, and we made a cute little game.
Shout out to Melbourne. Melbourne.
I describe Dogpile as a combination of merge mechanics and roguelike gameplay.
It's a simple premise. When two of the same dog touch, they combine to make an even bigger dog. Keep combining dogs, don't overflow the yard, and eventually you'll win the game.
But then to make it a bit weirder and
physics-based.
more our speed, we have given it all these weird and wonderful roguelike mechanics.
Dogs in Dogpile can have gameplay modifying effects that can be good or bad. One of the good traits is friendly, which allows two dogs in the yard that could make a match want to find each other.
An example of a bad trait is the crated trait, where a dog can't merge for a couple of hands. You need to keep playing dogs, and it blocks merges.
In Dogpile, you can build a wonderful
This looks
deck
fun.
of dogs that you drop into the yard, and you can use dog tags, which change the whole way that the game works. Creating
I used to have a
synergies, adding
corgi.
traits and abilities to your dogs.
Oh.
An example of a dog tag that we love is called Friendly Folds, which makes every pug in the game friendly, so it wants to match with every pug in the game. And another tag that you can synergize with it is called Pug Life, that turns every
Pug
dog
life.
smaller than a pug into a pug, which means that you just have a pug factory going.
We riffed and jammed to try and make the dogs as funny and as lovable as possible. They're all frame by frame animated. All of the colors are meticulously
I'm into this. This looks
curated.
fun.
We've tried to make Dogpile just a delightful space to be in.
So if you like the look of Dogpile, then I have some good news for you. Because it is out today, right now. That's right, it has dropped live on Steam right now.
It's out!
So go get it.
Oh my god! Let's get the codes. This looks like a fun stream. It's like Billionaire or one of those. Looks chaotic, dude.
Like a sinister Wreck-It Ralph, discover the secret life of arcades in this opus from a 25-year-old solo dev based in the Netherlands. You'll never look at your Tamagotchi the same way again.
It's my job to be surprised, bud. Can't be looking in Slack. No, what? This is crazy. Whoa.
Hello, my name is Mark, and I'm a solo indie game developer, and I'm excited to show you what I've been working on. It's called Unshine Arcade. Unshine Arcade blends action roguelike gameplay with an overarching psychological horror story. You're stuck in an abandoned arcade with a few machines like a claw machine, a virtual pet, and a stealth shooter arcade machine, where you play as a little frog in a UFO, fighting off various alien enemy bugs, with a bunch of different upgrades that come in the form of gacha balls. This can range from offensive upgrades, defensive upgrades, movement upgrades, or even new
offensive,
weapons,
like,
without pretty much any limits.
like offensive.
And as you try to progress further and further towards the strange question mark, you also win tickets. Tickets you can then use in the mysterious first-person arcade to find new upgrades, discover secrets, and most importantly, figure out what this virtual pet thing wants from you. Because the more you discover, the more you figure out something pretty messed up happened here. And you're gonna want to try to escape this place. And this virtual pet might be the only thing that can help. For better or for worse. So take care of it well, make sure you keep winning enough tickets, or you might regret it. To get a glimpse of the world of Unshine Arcade, you can play the demo right now as of today on Steam.
That's cool.
Moomin is a sensation in Scandinavia, Japan, and growing in popularity globally. You may remember Snufkin from Hyper Games a few years ago. Well,
I do.
The Swedish dev is back with a sequel, and it's even more delightful than the original.
Hi, I'm Carolina. I'm one of the game designers at Hyper Games. We released Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley last year, and now we're working on a new cozy adventure game about Moomintroll himself. When Moomintroll wakes up early from his winter hibernation, he finds himself completely alone for the very first time in a strange, cold world that he doesn't recognize.
This is such a cute look.
You play as Moomintroll, who's trying to get familiar with the cold and uncomfortable winter season, but who grows stronger and more independent through helping others. If you're not familiar with the Moomin franchise, it's a wonderful world created by the Finnish author and artist Tove Jansson 80 years ago. These cozy but melancholic stories have captured the hearts of millions worldwide in the form of books, comics, TV shows, and much more. There are
Cozy but
even
melancholic
theme parks
chat.
and Moomin shops all around the world.
Cute.
The stories are usually centered around themes of friendship, love, and inclusion, with whimsical and humoristic characters, but also with serious topics and themes that are as relevant today as it was in the 40s. Our game is mostly based on the book Moominland Midwinter, and it's a slightly darker and more introspective experience, though it's still keeping everything very cozy and family friendly. If you're excited about our game, we have some amazing news for you, because right now we are releasing a bite-sized demo on Steam, meaning that you can get your hands on a small, free playable version on our Steam page. In this small demo, you get to meet one of our favorite characters, the poor dog Soryu, who thinks he's a wolf. He went into the woods to find his pack, only to be harshly rejected. Please remember to wishlist our game on Steam, and thank you so much.
Please remember.
In their heyday, character platformers ruled the entire games industry. These games clearly made a huge impact on players.
I don't know if you could hear the things happening outside. There was hammering, then there was circus music, now the accordion that often plays in the morning.
One of the best examples of this is Demon Turf, which we've highlighted in prior shows. Well, now the team is back to share more details on the upcoming sequel, Demon Tides, which is coming very soon.
You can't hear it? That's good. Well, the accordion is lovely. Yeah, pretty much every day they play accordion at this like old folks home nearby. We can hear it. No, skates. Whoa.
Real time, real lost is my love. Get across, please just speak to me. Can we touch base? Action, reaction, in itself, closed doors. Guess I need more, so I gotta give chase. Reaching for a lost past, patience that couldn't last. Feeling is dangerous, we couldn't be safe. I can't let the chips fall without a grab at them, so I make the moment all moving like one atom, like a nice flow. Pyro, drastically brained, and I'm classically trained for when the price low. Just maintain and keep an eye for the nice goals. I'm stepping prideful with ice souls. Hit them like a phone break, breaking the street, leaving the status quo, shaking in the street like it ain't slept for a week.
Whoa. Demon Tides, February.
This next one's from Panic Stations, a developer comprised of a bunch of humans who made a little game called Fall Guys. You'll see the inspiration, but you'll also see some innovations. 2 words, tongue fun.
Tongue fun.
Hi, I'm Oliver. I'm one of the founding members of Panic Stations.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm a designer here at Panic Stations.
A brand new studio making multiplayer, physics-driven, slapstick games.
Our first game that we're making is called Frog Sqwad.
Such a sexy name.
Frog Sqwad is a kind of co-op, multiplayer, silly physics game where you and your frog friends are going to be delving down into the sewers to solve physics puzzles and collect as much food as you can to feed the Swamp King.
You have to bring back a certain amount of calories every day to please the king. Otherwise, you'll be on the menu instead. We want to make a game that is like an engine for silly and stupid things to happen while you play.
Yeah, we want the game to be funny if you mess up as well and not too punishing. We don't want you waiting for 10 minutes just because you've fallen down a hole. When you eat food as a frog, you grow in size, and this makes you stronger and more powerful throughout the level. And if you eat enough food, you transform into the Mega Frog. But if you feel like you're too big and you want to shrink to fit through small gaps or for certain puzzles, you can kind of vomit and regurgitate your food back out, which is as disgusting as it sounds.
The game's not just about puzzles though. We've also got great platforming. Every frog has got a long sticky tongue, which is your main way of interacting with the world.
Hang from ledges, swing from the sewer pipes above you, and even kind of grab one of your friends and pull them back and create overly elaborate elasticated slingshots to launch them across the chasms that you can find in the sewers below.
Be careful not to get lost in the winding pipes of the sewers. The sewers are procedurally generated, so every time you go in, it'll be different.
But the kind of further you push down into the sewers, the more food you can bring back and the more gold you'll get.
Each run will get more and more difficult as the Swamp King demands more and more food. Frog Sqwad is coming out on Steam next year, and soon we'll have a playtest. Join our Discord to talk with us about the game.
Please make sure you wishlist on Steam and hit the follow button while you're there for updates.
We'll see you soon in Frog Sqwad.
Crack it.
Everyone born.
Yeah, there you go, Drew.
Take it home.
Oh my god.
Oh, if you die, you come with a little tadpole.
Oh, what a shot.
God, where's that come from?
Cool. Seems cool.
This next game from Alien Trap, who hail from Toronto, my hometown, is giving Minecraft. But if you look a little deeper, you'll find a serious co-op survival with so much nuance that you could get lost in it for years.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Lee from Alien Trap Games, and here's a first look at Astromine, our co-op survival title that we're going to be releasing next year.
Oh. Gotta blow my nose a bit.
Astromine is a survival game set in a fully destructible voxel solar system. Every planet, creature, and structure is made of voxels with physics, and you can freely fly between large planets in an open solar system. You and your friends play as a team of robots sent to conquer the solar system. You have to land on planets, extract resources, build bases and craft vehicles, fight off alien creatures, and conquer rival robot factions. Everything is based on physics, so when extracting from a tree, you'll be cutting it down into thousands of individual wood pieces. When you dig into planets, you'll be using mining tools, drills, and demolition charges. When you mine a rock, you're actually going to be cutting the rock out of the ground, and you'll need to haul it back into your base to refine. All of the alien creatures are also physical. To beat them, you'll have to blast through their flesh piece by piece until you destroy the core that controls them. And once they're down, you can extract their flesh to use as your own materials. Each planet has its own large alien boss encounter, huge fights that span the globe and change the landscape as they happen. To defend yourself on the planet, you'll have to build a base. Everything you build is made out of voxels that can physically connect together. What materials you use matters. A wooden outpost might catch fire or collapse under structural stress, while a stone bunker can better guard against attacks. You also need to manage power. Solar panels, generators, and batteries can be linked together to supply energy to your base. Everything that runs, turrets, force fields, refining machines, crafting stations, all draw from the same power. But the real challenge on planets is the other robot factions competing for the same resources. Taking down their bases means destroying their power networks, cutting off shields, defenses, and production. You can breach through their walls with a laser cutting tool, then take down their respawn stations. Or just fire enough explosions from above to destroy their base. We're planning to release Astromine on Steam Early Access next year, but you can sign up to playtest right now and help us develop it.
Cappy Games has a long history of making beautiful, thoughtful, and unique games.
How many
Just
pets show
yesterday,
up in
they
these
announced their next
showcases?
title,
Yeah.
Find Your Words, and here today we're joined by creators John and Vic to learn about how their shared experience of raising non-speaking children has influenced and informed making this game.
Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Vic from Cappy Games.
We're the creators of Find Your Words.
The path to community comes in many shapes. Sometimes it looks like lending a hand to a new friend. Sometimes it looks like inspiring a budding artist. A game about the ways we communicate beyond speech.
Find Your Words is a short, free, cozy game about making new friends. You play as a non-speaking child on their first day of summer camp.
The child is introduced to a new communication tool for the first time.
For Find Your Words, we chose a communication binder where players combine symbols together to form short phrases.
You'll use this communication binder to have conversations and make friends.
As you communicate with characters, you'll learn about them and join in their favorite activities. You might inspire a budding artist, play hide and seek, or even try a new hobby.
As players explore the scenic grounds of Camp House, they collect new symbols to add to their communication binder. They build messages by combining symbols together.
This is cute.
The inspiration for this game came from two dads who are obsessed with their sons. John and I have been working together for decades. Outside of professional meetings, we would have our own meetings just to gush about our kids.
Both our kids grew up non-speaking, and that is something that has connected us as parents. It's been really great having someone to share the celebrations, the challenges, and these unique experiences as a parent to a non-speaking child.
We're not experts in the field of AAC, augmentative and alternative communication. We've met with consultants, done a lot of learning as a team, and spent a ton of time overthinking how to represent our kids and their friends in the game. We're super proud of what we've built, but what we have is just a snapshot of AAC representation. Find Your Words will be available for free with an optional supporter edition on PC 2026. At the heart of the game is our hope that players learn a little more about the different ways we connect as humans beyond speech.
Created by two dads, inspired by their kids' non-speaking journeys. Find Your Words.
You know, Day of the Devs is not the only charity in the games biz trying to make a go at it. Our friends at the Video Game History Foundation have been doing amazing work over the last many years, and we wanted to help them out. They archive the video game industry. No one else is doing it quite like them, and so we thought, hey, let's collaborate. We've teamed up with them to help release a game called Xcavator 2025, a finished version of a never-before-seen, long-lost game from legendary programmer Chris Oberth. Originally developed by Incredible Technologies, the company behind coin-op classics like Golden Tee Golf, Big Buck Hunter, and more, Xcavator was shopped around to multiple publishers across the country, but it never found a home, until now. Thanks to Megacat Studios, Retrotainment, and IM8-Bit, Xcavator is now playable on a real NES cartridge.
Whoa.
If you buy it at im8bit.com, you'll be supporting the Video Game History Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit
this is Don
dedicated
bait.
to preserving, celebrating, and teaching the history of video games. Learn more at gamehistory.org.
Okay, actually, that was really cool. So that's our show. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all the developers for bringing their games and sharing them with us today. Thanks for the sponsors and everyone at Day of the Devs who makes this show possible.
Folks, listen up. Day of the Devs needs your help. We're
Listen
a
up,
nonprofit
folks.
organization supporting indie games from around the world, but it's hard out there for charities these days.
If you enjoy watching showcases like this or attending our events, we encourage you to donate to Day of the Devs.
Or if you're a developer or publisher, think about becoming a sponsor.
Head on over to dayofthedevs.org to find out more.
I think maybe it's a musical performance. They
Day of the
usually
Devs would
end
not
these
exist without the
with
generous
music?
support of our
So
sponsors.
maybe they're showing
Without
us
them,
on?
literally, Day of the Devs wouldn't be here.
And now we'd like to give a big thank you to our 2025 flagship sponsor, Xsola.
Along with founders Double Fine Productions and IM8-Bit, as well as Annapurna Interactive, Blumhouse Games, Devolver, Idea Xbox, 47 Communications, Kepler Interactive, Panic, PlayStation.
And a very special thanks to Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards for supporting indie devs and giving Day of the Devs a global platform.
We gotta thank our resident beatmaster, Dose One, for providing all the musical interludes and all the effects you're hearing throughout this showcase that aren't the games. It wouldn't be a showcase without him, so thank you, buddy. Go download some of his music, it's awesome.
The show's almost over, but please stick around for a musical performance from People of Note by Iridium Studios.
For information about future events, just go to dayofthedevs.org and find out what we're up to, because we're doing stuff all the time. Be careful with that scissors. There's a lot of blood.
Hi, I'm Jason Wishnow, creative director of People of Note. We heard you. The cries were deafening, the world clamoring for a turn-based RPG inspired by the classics, except every so often characters will break out into full musical numbers to help tell the story. Well,
We were clamoring
clamor
for
no
that.
more. Here's a first look at a musical number from the game, in which Cadence, our pop star heroine, is looking to find her own sound and get past the audition phase of the noteworthy song contest. To form her band, she'll need to venture to lands of rock, EDM, and so many more. This is People of Note.
Jason!
It's gotta be perfect. Winning Noteworthy is how I get up there, Saren. How I make it.
A
gotta be better. I gotta be better than this. I gotta go get it. I gotta put everything in.
They're just gonna play the whole song? That's fun.
Instead of getting stronger, and I
Yeah, that's just how fast-paced and fun.
why. The hours I put in seem they're never enough. I just can't break through, but I can't just give up. I see it right there. I'll make it somehow. I swear. I wanna be under the lights. I wanna be thunder and lightning. I swear that I'll find what I need deep in me to be under the lights. Those people up there, there's no heart in their sound. They follow the blueprint. Guess that's enough for the crowds. They don't deserve their place, but should I learn what they did and be just like them? I can't find.
Oh my god, I'm in corgis.
You don't wanna take that shot.
I just can't seem to stay on key. I wanna be under the lights. I wanna discover inside me the voice that they hear when they look up and dream. I wanna be under the lights. Don't need any others beside me. I just need a chance and I'll make them believe. I could be under the lights.
Hell yeah. I like it. I like that song. Jason! Good stuff, dude. Hell yeah! Video games. Sorry for the weird technical snafu in the middle there. And my almost late start, but that was a good show. That was a really good show. Two games came out today. Put them on my Steam Deck. What were they? CorgiSpace and the dog Tetris one. It's all from Escape Academy 2 original soundtrack. Chat, we're getting leaks. Those want to be doing soundtracks, goddamn. Dogpile, that's right. Crisp Cat, Fat Dad, Blue Belt, Kid King. Nice of these games to let them use their soundtracks. Hell yeah! I wanna be under the lights. I wanna be thunder and lightning. Let me resize this shit. Chatty Poo babies, thanks for joining me for this reaction.